let's ask this one. Are you an official member of the Blades?
Oh no, I haven't taken the oath. You never want to take an oath, child. The person who gives it might whisper something at the end, in a voice so low, only the dogs can hear it. Right before you say, I do. Next thing you know, you've sworn an oath to be their personal love slave. Not a chance. I told myself the last time that was never happening again.
And here we go. Hello there, thanks for joining me. I am AVStoryteller and this is my Let's Play Skyrim, where I am currently focusing on the Civil Wars. Thank you for joining me. Right, we rejoin Raimyr, Zora, Arissa and Indigo, not forgetting Boney, outside the Shrine to Periite. After successfully completing his mission, we have been giving a new shield, this very interesting looking design, this Spellbreaker shield, which I'm very eager to try out. However, we've got more pressing matters than our latest equipment to worry about. We have to go speak to Delphine about Paarthurnax. Just to remind everyone of the quest, Delphine and Espen have discovered that Paarthurnax was one of Alduin's chief allies during the Ancient Dragon War. They refused to give me any more help until I kill Paarthurnax. I should probably speak to Angate and Paarthurnax before making such a critical decision. And they are at Karspire, down here at Skyhaven Temple. We're currently here at the Shrine to Periite. Other quests we have to do: pop in here, give the sword of Hroldan back to the ghost. A little minor one here: tell Perth that all the Draugr are dead. We can deal with them later. This is the main priority. So without further ado, we should head off. However, there was one more thing I picked up while I was in there: the Chrysamere. And being a great sword, I can't think of a better person to wield it than you, Zora.
Who's got your back? I do.
Yes, you do.
What do you need me to take?
This amazing sword. It's not enchanted, which is a shame. It's not a vanilla weapon either. I've been reliably informed it is part of a mod. I'm trying to remember which mod it would be. It'll come back to me hopefully sooner rather than later. But even if I try to enchant it myself, you wouldn't be able to add all the 3 enchantments that it had in the original Morrowind game. I know they also did a version of it in Oblivion, but if memory serves, I'm sure it was a two-handed weapon in Morrowind, but only a single-handed weapon in Oblivion. It's been a while, so I could be wrong. Let's check the shouts. All important. Now, getting down to Cloud Ruler, calling it Cloud Ruler Temple, that's because of the Blades Temple in Cyrodiil, Skyhaven Temple. That's on the middle of a cliff face, so we might have to go through Karspire again. We'll see how we get on. First things first, we have to make our way down this mountainside. And everyone should be able to hear me clearly. Hopefully you can hear that dragon in the background as well. And we'll start off by giving Indigo, Zora and Arissa a hard time of following us. And I think that's Carthwayston. Yeah, I was quickly checking the map to see if there was a carriage near Skyhaven Temple. And I don't believe there is. Because we could have conveniently got the carriage from here. It is getting on. It is 11:17 PM. I mean, the closest carriage would be there. It's, I don't know, arguable which one is actually closer, just running it or getting the carriage there. I'll have a drink of water from the floating fountain. Well, let's get my horse. Yeah, he's getting late. And Myrisi'l, you are getting colder. Let's check my status. Satiated, not thirsty, tired, and sober. Right, let's take a map marker. Yeah, it's still there. So basically follow this river all the way down to Calf Spire, I think. And then maybe a few hours rest. Who have we got here? Weak dark elf. Not sure if you're aggressive yet.
You there, traveler! Over here!
You arrived just in time. You'll excuse me if I approach with my weapon drawn.
That's close enough, fool.
Vampire.
Now you die.
They've certainly seen better days.
Nicely done.
No problem.
I miss that. Very aggressive Dark Elf of level 15. The closer you get and the clearer the visibility, the more information you get through that Kinneris Wisp mod, which is very cool. So you don't get everything if you just spot a speck of a person like from a mile away. You actually have to get close enough to make out weapons, so to speak, and you know, pick up all that information you would normally be able to pick up. I thought there was a third vampire. There it is. Back to the horses. Oh, cheeky bit of known route. That reminds me, I need to make some more cure disease potions. Indigo is not feeling well. It appears that the rest of us have managed to dodge any pyrite bullets of ickiness. But Indigo has definitely got the sniffles. And so we need to get him to a shrine. And not to any old shrine. I don't fancy getting wet in case that water's freezing. But a shrine at an actual temple. So Markas will probably be the closest. I'm trying to remember. No, what? Yes, and that would be a temple of Talos. This is regarded for you increases slightly. She must like my riding skill. So we need to cross the river at some point, but that looks pretty sheer that side, so we could be getting our feet wet. Better that than going all the way around, I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm not sure how steep that is. Crossing the shallows. Now there was a button to harvest while on horseback. Found it. Ah, mud crab. We might be better continuing on foot.
Ta-da!
Stop showing off. So we don't alert the Forsworn, which have no doubt re-inhabited this place. It looks pretty empty, actually. I am surprised. And in we go. Right, okay. Where's Thora? I thought she was right behind you.
I thought so too. Sorry, my friend.
Fair enough. She'll catch up.
I'll be right behind you.
Of course, I'm thinking there must be an easier way to get to Skyhaven Temple than doing this each time. But if there is, it's not coming to mind. Me too. Oh, hello. Undead Blade Operative. Come again. That's one. That was interesting. And also a bit painful. How's everyone doing?
Whatever comes next, count me in.
I will do what comes naturally.
Don't encourage him. I'm sure wherever she is just fine, Boney. Don't worry about it. I have no doubt she is able to take care of herself. Why would the ghosts of blades be hostile? That the what?
Yow! What a beautiful night for a stroll.
Now, there's something you don't see every day. Zora!
Beautiful, elegant, and a bit naive.
And now I've lost an Myrisi'l. How are you feeling, Inigo? You don't look great.
This place feels important. I wonder if I'd get in trouble if I discreetly carved my name on a wall somewhere. Let us go.
Probably. Let me just see if I can find Myrisi'l before we continue on. Oh, there you are.
Yeah?
Why didn't you
Sure
come
thing.
through? Should hopefully give... Is she doing a patrol naked? Where's Myrisi'l again?
I am naked and enjoying the air. If people are offended, I do not care.
I don't know, I'm speechless. But you should wait here.
Really? Unfair.
Zora, you go have a... You might want to have a word with her. We'll wait. we'll just look at these wall carvings, which are very fascinating, aren't they, Indigo?
Just looking makes my fur tingle in a very pleasant way.
Let's check the map and the mission while we're at it, in fact. There's 3 arrows there. That's a bit odd. Right,
Okay, let's go.
let's head off.
Yes?
Check that you're following me.
You go, I'll follow.
Good, good. Ah, Arissa. Nice of you to join us.
Work is very impressive. It is a shame not many people will see it.
You never know. They are recruiting for more blades. That's a very interesting one. Just checking you got everything. Ah, but speaking of which,
I've got a couple things you might like.
Would make me nervous.
let me take that Forsworn bow off you and those Seeker arrows and actually manage your equipment. And give it to you back so you will actually use it. Thank you very much for that very helpful piece of information. Now, Seeker, Seeker, Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit dark in here. Let's remove that silly arrow. Ah, that silly arrow is still there, so it's nothing to do with Paarthurnax. It must be for bringing recruits to Delphine. I'm not entirely sure where that would be. It's not immediately jumping out at me. I've obviously missing it. We'll just have to grin and bear it. No comment. Delphine.
We heard the news from Whiterun that you left the city on the back of a dragon. That's a little showy, even for you. Since you're still alive, I assume you have good news to report.
Yes. I used Alduin's portal to travel to Sovngarde. He's dead.
Gods above, that's better news than I had hoped. When you walked into my inn that day, I never imagined where it would all lead. Dragons out of legend, Sovngarde.
Anyway, about Paarthurnax.
Make your choice, Dragonborn.
I've
You're either with
made
us
it.
or against us.
I have decided to spare his life.
Dragonborn, do the right thing. Paarthurnax deserves to die.
On the contrary, I think that is my decision to make. So that's your answer? Revenge? I thought the blades were better than this.
There's no worse enemy to humankind in Tamriel.
We wouldn't even be here to discuss this if it wasn't for Paarthurnax.
He needs to die. He deserves to die.
Everyone has the potential for great evil. That doesn't mean that we have to kill them on sight. He is controlling his evil nature. Without his help, we would never have gotten this far. That alone allows him the chance to prove himself. So did you question the authority of Raimyr Cyrodiil, or type of Septim this way?
Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
So, you say these times are different and I'm not a proven leader? You realise without Paarthurnax, Tiber Septim could not be who he was, right?
Dragonborn. You know where to find me when you change your mind. Because you will. You have to.
Beniki, savages, that is what you have become, as bad as a Thalmor. I will not let you dictate who lives or dies here, Delphine. Don't make an enemy of me.
Damn it! Make your choice, Dragonborn. Until Paarthurnax is dead, you aren't welcome here.
I see the Greybeards were right about you as well. Bloodthirsty barbarians.
Oh, damn it! The Greybeards can teach you a lot, but don't let them turn you away from your destiny. Lorcan's eyes, do I have to do everything myself? Ah! My oath binds me, Dragonborn. Kill the damn dragon!
Genius Fussbacher! Do not force my wrath if you know what's good for you.
Gods above, look at that! You're sure about that?
Paarthurnax will be spared. Honor my decision. We will not speak of this again.
Very well.
Good.
You've done it. Just as the prophecy said. I knew you would do it. I believed in you, and yet I still didn't think I'd live to see this day. Thank you. Thank you, Dragonborn. You've done a great service for us all.
Thank you, Esbern. We've not been able to do it without you. How's Freya working out as a new blade?
She seems like a fighter to me.
The uniform suits her. Okay, people. Let's take a break here. There's probably some place to get her cleaned up in here as well. You would at least hope, seeing as they had a division of blade troops stationed here.
I'm right here.
Why don't you kick back and relax?
I'll stand guard until you get back.
Arissa, we've counted all the cutlery. So, don't go helping yourself. Let's see. A simple
If you think it's best.
wait here. I would like to think that's the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she doesn't come back with a double cross Indigo. But keep your guard up until we're out of here.
Sure. What can I do for you?
What's your thoughts?
No, nothing at the moment.
Okay. Well, you relax.
I will move. Sorry. Okay. Maybe I will do some reading while you are gone.
I'm gonna see and see how Freya's getting on. Oh, you have a new recruit. Congratulations.
I see Delphine wasn't kidding when she said this place needed tidying up. That's what happens when you leave a home to dust and age. Although I think most of this mess can't be more than a week old.
Then who made the mess?
If I had to take a guess, I'd say it was Delphine herself that made it. Esbern's too bookish to be tossing things around on the floor like a skeever. Not that I'd ever cross Delphine. Oh no, a delicate flower like me has no business talking back to someone with such big feet. I'm bound to get trampled, and then poor Esbern wouldn't have anything to stare at. Well, other than that delightful little wall.
I'm sorry, are you a blade?
No? Are you a broom? Well, if you are, you're upside down. The bristles go on the floor, sweetie. And they say I'm the one who's mad. Well, not the kind of mad where I need to be locked in a dungeon or anything like that. Just the sort of mad where no one would believe me if I said there were a bunch of elderly dragon slayers living in a temple behind a giant face.
Okay. Why did Delphine vouch for you?
Well, for one, because she needs me. Someone has to wash all the pots and plates, sweep the floors, and change poor Esbern's sheets. And I owed her for letting me stay at her inn in Riverwood after I left my first husband. Or did he leave me? Sometimes I forget who did what. Delphine offered to put me up at half the rate. I didn't like it at first. Whole thing smelled fishier than a Thalmor's politics.
So why did you agree to it?
Like most folks, I hid my gold for a rainy day. I did it hoping I'd never need it, but knowing I someday might. Only when that time came, I forgot where I put it. And by the time I remembered, I heard a dragon burn the city to the ground. That's why I don't really like dragons. Me and the folk here share that in common.
Okay, good as reason as any, I suppose. Tell me about yourself.
I don't mean to be rude, but when you're my age, there's a lot of yourself to tell, and you're likely to fall asleep halfway through telling it. If I had to sum my existence up in a neat little recipe, I'd say I'm 1 ounce of grit, 2 teaspoons of optimism, and a dash of stubbornness. Not stubborn the way Esbern is about his beliefs, although I do find that attractive in some men. Usually the handsome ones.
Of
But I'm
course.
only stubborn when it comes to habits. Can't give them up, which can be a problem, depending on the habit.
What sort of
For
habits?
instance, I used to grind my back teeth like some helpless skooma addict, but now I don't. Mostly on account of them falling out. That's how you kick a bad habit. It's like if you want to stop a horse. You ride it faster and faster until it drops dead. Not that I'd recommend ever riding horses. Never, I repeat, never trust anything that sleeps standing up.
Okay, I could fall asleep standing up right now. What's wrong with that?
Nothing, dearie. Nothing at all. Incidentally, I've already changed the sheets and prepared the beds.
Could you run me a bath?
So if you want to slip into one, be my guest. Unless, of course, you're more comfortable as you are now. Standing.
Well, let's ask this one. Are you an official member of the Blades?
Oh no, I haven't taken the oath. You never want to take an oath, child. The person who gives it might whisper something at the end in a voice so low only the dogs can hear it. Right before you say, I do. Next thing you know, you've sworn an oath to be their personal love slave. Not a chance. I told myself the last time that was never happening again. Now, I'm not disparaging Delphine. She's a sweet young lady, but even sweethearts can be swayed by the allure of power over another human being.
don't believe that sort of oath would be binding.
Of course it would. Otherwise, anyone can weasel their way out of an oath just by saying they didn't hear all the parts they didn't like.
And what are your responsibilities here at the temple?
Delphine said my only responsibility was to be myself. Seeing as I love food and have had a lifelong feud with dust, I mostly cook and clean. I did as much for Einathach when I was staying in Carthwaston, small town to the north of here. Used to be a big town, before all the business with the Forsworn. It'll take some time, but it'll grow back, like a lizard's tail, or an Argonian's. If I had a tail, I'd put a little bow on it. I could use it to sweep too, like having 3 arms and eyes in the back of your head.
You're doing admirable work. I'm glad to have you here at the temple.
I'm glad you're here too. And if you don't mind putting a good word for me with Esbern, I'd appreciate it. He thinks highly of you, and I of him.
I'll see what I can do. Something else on your mind?
Tell me, how is it that the Khajiits have all the fur and we Nords have skin? Elsewhere is a bloody desert, and this place is all snow. It's backwards, I tell you. A conspiracy. There's reason enough to make me think the Divines hate us.
Oh, they do. Don't worry about that. They most certainly do. Write them a letter. Yeah. Then it is let Atmora due to a civil war. Skyrim, the land of immigrants.
Then how come we're so resistant to cold? I bet
Because we came
Isgrimor
from
and
the
his
north,
companions were
which is
living in
even
a cave
colder.
until somebody stumbled upon the exit. Then when the snow elves asked them where they came from, they made up Atmora because they were too embarrassed to tell them the truth. Except maybe one of them explorer types found the cave, and maybe a few of the older needies spilled the beans. So, Isgrimor had no choice but to kill the lot of them to hide his people's shame. We Nords are a very prideful lot.
Right. Anything else just before I run away? No, there's no audio there. We haven't lost sound, trust me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, and the thing with oath, you have to repeat back what you heard. So if you didn't hear it, that part doesn't count. Let's see if I can find the bathroom around here. I could do with a hot bath. In fact, let's speak to Esbern. Esbern.
Did you need something?
Let's top up that dragon slaying a blessing.
May the scales of the dragon-kind splinter at the touch of your arrows and crack under the weight of your sword. That's all there is to it, Dragonborn. Good luck.
Very good. Thank you very much. Let's check the map and the mission. Carriage, follow Delphine, and all that. It's getting late. We've got a couple of choices. Stay here for the night, or maybe pop to Old Hroldan. Let's get a breath of fresh air first. Speak to Freya, if we can find her. There's definitely a dragon around here. There it is. I wonder if it recognizes the temple. That would be quite interesting. What's my temperature like? No sign of Raimyr. In fact, I might be able to see it from here. Undecided. We might spend the night here or head down to Old Hroldan. This is a pretty safe spot if we can trust Delphine.
That's a long way down. But I don't mind jumping.
Zora, don't do that when I'm stood on a ledge like that.
Knowing me, it won't be the fall that kills me. I'll probably hit my head a few times on the way. I'm right here.
I was explaining to Boney. Anyway, you might as well follow me while you're here.
Hero.
Now if we can trust Delphine, this would be a good place to stay, but I'm also conscious of the time.
After a long day in the dungeon, a warm drink and a warm bed sounds good, doesn't it? But we can always camp out under the stars.
Well, I just hope she can be trusted.
So, even heroes have a naughty side. I prefer my heroes to be naughty. Maybe.
You mean like you?
True, but that isn't to say I don't mind being rescued by a handsome adventurer. Or a gallant one.
Zora, we may not have much time before the others come looking for us.
Then we must hurry, my lord. Oh. 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 My thing?
Yes?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Never mind. That was a good workout.
Is that all I am to you? Some good exercise?
No, my liege.
Because I can have you running laps around the temple if that's really what you're after. I mean, because you're looking a little, stocky. Ow! Critic!
I'm sorry, but this is the end of you.
Indigo's a better runner than me. Maybe I should set you up with Indigo. I mean, he can do it on all fours.
No, my liege, not really. It's not necessary.
You're impossible to figure out, Zora. I don't know what you want half the time.
I want a man who's aggressive, but not impatient. Handsome, but not cute. Funny, but not mean. Tender, but not soft. Strong, but not violent. Caring, but not servile.
You, Miss Fairchild, are very demanding.
Yes, very. No, but okay, I suppose you'll do.
Sounds like you want a dashing white knight to sweep you off your feet.
But perhaps I am not that kind of girl to be so easily swayed by a pretty face. Or could it be I prefer men less dashing, lest they dash off to the next girl?
And be honest. What do you like about me?
Well, when you rescued me from that cage, I never imagined I would travel with you for this long. few are willing to put up with me for more than a day. You are brave, but not foolish. Caring, but not weak. A champion, but one of the people. I know I am wont to tease you, but believe me when I say this. You truly are a hero, and not just mine. But don't let it get to your head, okay?
I promise nothing.
I have not given up hope, you see, that someday a dashing prince will look past this medley of scars to see the real me.
Zara, this morning I was ordered to Blackmarsh. My time here is limited. My duties as agent and ascension mean that I travel a lot. And this is not the first time I've needed to go to the far side of Tamriel on short notice. Listen, I think you are a smart, beautiful, brave, amazing girl. A girl that if I was considering it would be someone like you. I love spending time with you, but I'm not looking for anything serious at the moment. I was curious what you think of that.
Now don't make things awkward. Are you sure you're not confusing dreams with reality? That would make far too much of our relationship. We're together now, and that's all that matters.
But let's keep things simple. Lovers, warriors in arms.
Of course. What would you ever do without me? I would not want to leave my hero defenseless. Besides, my leash likes to live dangerously. I am too young to be a widow. People would talk. Oh, I'm sorry, my hero. It's getting late. I'm tired. We should talk in the morning.
Really? Because I'm not feeling tired at all.
Although it's a little too early to be thinking about sleep. But I'm not the one to object.
And I meant every word. Team Dragonborn is over, Boney. I will end this civil war, or die trying. But even if I succeed, I must be in Blackmarsh by the 10th day, under pain of death. And what would you have me do? Ask Zora to leave everything she knows and loves behind and follow me to Blackmarsh? And then to the next mission? And the next? She has her own life to lead. Or I disobey this order, stay in Skyrim with Zora, and we spend the next 50 years on the run, dodging Imperial assassins and agents. So my best option is to hope the Thalmor wins this war. No, Bunny. It's over. One way or the other. This is the end. And I'm not dragging Zora down with me. It's best for Zora if she moves on. I knew I shouldn't get distracted. Anyway, we should get some rest. We have a big day ahead of us tomorrow. Oops, that's my stomach. Hungry, slightly thirsty, not tired and sober. Morning, Zora.
So what now?
Now we collect the others, and we'll head to Whiterun. I need to check exactly how Indigo's feeling, because if he's feeling particularly bad, we may need to head to Markarth first, because that's closer. And I want to have one final word with Delphine. Anyway, if you're ready, follow me.
Lead the way, my hero.
Pack the tent, will you? I just need to check on the others first. There does appear to be a bit of a draft. I think the other two might... Oh no, there's Delphine now. Indigo!
Yes, my friend. I guess I better stand up then.
You could bring the chair, that would be hilarious to watch.
Uh-huh.
Trying to check on how you are feeling.
If you need anything else, just ask. I am here for you.
Mind if I ask you something?
Go ahead, ask away.
Don't think we're gonna find anything there. Okay, we're done here.
All right.
Next stop.
Okay, what is next on the agenda?
Whiterun. Unless you... And this is important. I don't want you to put on a brave... Don't grin at me like that. I don't want you to put on a brave face. If you are feeling ill... As a warrior, I want you to tell me that you're feeling unwell, and we need to sort that out. You're no good to me, you're no good to the team if you're ill. I need to be able to trust you at my back.
Do not worry. I am sure I will be alright.
That, and you make a terrible cat noise when you're ill. Okay?
Rawr.
Good man. Arissa!
Time to move?
Let's go.
Let's get going then.
I need to speak to Delphine before we head off. Oh, actually, Arissa,
What do you need?
there were a few things I've picked up in those recent dungeon crawls, which I think you might have some use of.
If you say so.
It's up to you if you use them. but they're here if you want them. Let's see. There you go. The skilled braces of eminent archery might help you out, and there was this necklace which caught my eye. It'll go with your eyes. Let's speak to Delphine. Delphine.
What is it?
As you no doubt have heard, I have been ordered to Blackmarsh.
Yes, I've heard.
I have a few things to take care of here before I go. That means I won't be able to give my full attention to High Hrothgar.
Right then.
Some may take this as an opportunity, and I need to make sure that no accident befalls High Hrothgar or its occupants while I am away. To that end, I'm charging you with the protection of High Hrothgar.
What?
I want you to keep a close eye on the safety and well-being of all its occupants.
Are you joking?
I don't want to have to come back here and find out some accident has befallen anyone there. I hope I'm making myself perfectly clear.
The Blades have always
The
guarded.
Blades failed, Delphine! Don't make them the enemy of the Dragonborn as well. The Blades fell from grace when Uriel Septim VII was assassinated. I'm giving you an opportunity now to regain your honor, and the honor for all the Blades. If you betray me, or I suspect you are working against me, I will wipe you and the rest of this failing order from Tamriel. Do as I ask, and you will have my respect, my loyalty, and my support.
Right then. I'm glad you were willing to trust me. Now, leave me alone.
I would recommend you have a large breakfast. You're going to have a busy day ahead of you. Coming in to go.
Okay, I will try not to start any trouble.
Let's get out of here. Let's check the map and the mission. Message to Whiterun. I am to deliver a message to the Jarl of Whiterun. It is time for him to pick a side in the war. And the quickest way there, that's nothing like Whiterun. Let's kill two birds with one stone. We'll head to High Hrothgar, bring Hajolti's sword back to the ghost, and take the carriage to Whiterun. Right. I'm just going to grab Zorva, and then we'll head off. Ah,
Something on your mind.
all done? Okay, let's go.
Lead the way, my hero.
Arissa seems to be having problems following me around in Skyhaven Temple. You have a knack for disappearing.
You have an eye for talent.
Right, let's head off, people.
For the last 200 years since the last Dragonborn Emperor, the Blades have been searching for a purpose. We used to be known across Tamriel as the protectors of the Septim Emperors. Those days are long gone, though. Nobody even remembers our name these days. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we'd forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. And that we were sworn to protect the Dragonborn, the greatest dragon slayer of all.
All hail the Dragonborn!
Good luck.
And you, Delphine. Good luck to you.
What do you need, Dragonborn?
Let's go, people. We're wasting daylight.
Fight!
Where has that Arissa disappeared to now?
A new day dawns. Each day we are another step closer to peace and happiness, my friend. Let us enjoy the journey.
I hope you're right, Inigo. Oh, the current is strong round here, be careful. I might have to deal with that dragon soon. That's the shortcut to Old Hroldan. Time is it? 7:50. It is very overcast. We could get a little breakfast while we're here.
Visitor. Old Hroldan Inn has hundreds of years of history, friend.
Let's speak to the old Ghost of Old Hroldan. Where's Zora and Arissa? They're not arguing again, are they? I hope not. Hi, Scully.
If you drink too much, you're out. No drunks.
What's on the menu?
Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
Probably a bit of both. Oh, but I'll take these off your hand as well while I'm here. Braided bread. Fancy something. Potato bread. Interesting. Not for breakfast. That's the closest thing to a bacon butty. So if there's some braided bread and some Harkon loaf. Normally I would have a pot of tea with that, but we don't seem to have the option. Man, I could kill a coffee around about now. Just some milk then. I'm sure I've got some elderberry leaves on me. I'll make my own. Got some boiling water. So bread and the Harkon loaf. I've eaten too much. Oh well, big breakfast, most important meal of the day, they say. Oh, you're a little out of reach there, Indigo. Why didn't you kick back for life and get some breakfast? Come on, why not?
Okay, come and get me when it is time to go.
That's one, that's wait. Ah,
here I come.
Damn it! That was a double. You already recognised it. Okay.
Why not? Let me know when you are ready to move on.
If you whistle at him once, puts him in wait. And if you whistle at him twice, put him into a relaxed mode, which I think he's in a relaxed mode now, which is good. Get some breakfast. If you can't eat, eat. Best way to combat a fever is to feed a cold, they say.
Do you think the ghost is one of Tiber Septim's dead men?
Yes. Absolutely. What have you got for sale? Is it the same stuff? It probably is, because I've cleared you out of all your ingredients.
See ya.
Who's that? Oh, hello again. Yeah, haven't been to Marcus just yet. It's on my to-do list.
All right then.
I've been waiting for you, Jalti.
I have Shelty's sword.
It's been an honor to serve you, brother. Remember our lessons from the sword masters of Alcair? Let me show you a few things you may have forgotten before we leave Hroldan.
Excellent. Shelty's broadsword removed. Light weaponry increase to 98. Block increase to 75. Ghost teacher. Awesome. Arissa, you haven't seen Zora, have you? Anyway, get some breakfast. We're leaving soon. Like, real soon. Eat quick. Indigo.
Greetings.
Oh, any thoughts? Oh, I've just lost your thoughts. They just went out of... in one ear and out the other, haven't they?
I was getting comfortable.
How about now? Nope. Oh,
What's that? You want to talk?
I'm putting this down to you not feeling very well. Your attention is wandering around the place. Any thoughts?
I'm thinking that it is colder outside than it is in here.
True.
Okay, let us get back to it.
We'll get you a blanket when we're on the carriage. Okay, I am not happy that Zora's not about. Get on the carriage. I'll find her.
Need a ride?
Yeah, let's put a deposit down for this carriage.
Where do you want to go?
We're going to Whiterun, but I need to go speak to someone first. So everyone on
Grab it
board,
back and we'll be off.
and I'll be with you momentarily. Okay, everyone. Best behavior. Let's convince this
smell
Jarl.
for miles. This air is invigorating.
Well, it's good to hear, Indigo, that that illness hasn't blocked your nose up. That is something. What do I have to trade? A whole bunch of diamonds, but I think more heavy stuff that I need to get out of my bag. Everything seems fine. Dagger of Fear. Hardly worth getting off the horse for.
Faster, steed! Faster!
Well, at least the guards are out on watch. That's a good sign. What's everyone running for? And no one's talking. Hold this. What on earth is going on? Everyone's running and no one's talking, but the guard seems to be the calmest people about. Hello?
It was you convinced the Jarl to trap that dragon in the keep. And by Izmir, it actually worked.
I'm glad you noticed. Let's have a word in the bar, see if we can figure out what's going on before we go speak to the Jarl. Well, everyone in here seems calm enough.
Yes?
Blade and shadow, silence and death. These are my arts. For a modest fee, I'll make great art for you.
Our stock of arrows.
I have enough artists with me at the moment, but thanks for the offer.
Always in shadows, so that you will see your foes before they see you.
I'll do the same. We've still
May
got
the light
plenty of
guide you.
shafts from that Riverwood shipment. Need something? Talk to my brother, Elrendir.
Oh, your brothers, are you?
Good hunting.
A unique combination, to be sure. Hello, friend. In the market for some hunting supplies?
I was actually hoping to find out what's going on outside. Everyone seems to be in a bit of a panic.
Try Hulda, the innkeeper at the Bannered Mare. It's just up the road near the market. You should check in at Dragon's Reach too. There's so much going on these days. The Jarl or his steward might have need of help. Thank you very much for your business.
I'll make it a priority. Let's head off. Oh, people seem to have calmed down anyway. I swear, you take that girl into an inn and she refuses to leave.
I can assure you it's all fresh. I hunt the game myself every day.
As you say.
Maybe you'd like to try the horker or some beef.
You don't prepare the meat with any of those strange elven spices, do you?
No elven spices.
Let's just pop into the Bannered Mare first. See if there's any gossip.
Adrienne from the War Maiden's Forge knows her steel. You could probably learn a thing or two about what a real weapon looks like.
What? Have you seen... Arissa, I know you're trying to provoke a reaction out of me. It's not going to work. There's nothing wrong with my weapon. My swordplay is dazzling. I would make you see colours. I would make you forget your own name. But you prefer to play with daggers, so you'll never get to know.
Not that I'm... Ugh.
Hulda.
If it's work you need, how about chopping up some wood for the fires?
I'm good, thank you. What have you got for... Oh, rumours. Heard any?
Been hearing some strange tales of the Jarl's children. Say the one's turning wicked, and the others have an ill-favored look to them. Best to keep clear.
Ask Balgruth's strange... About Balgruth's strange children.
Need anything else? Just let me know.
Okay. Have you heard any rumours?
Come to Olava for a reading, did you? Sorry, pup, but I'm not quite in the mood.
Okay.
From scribe
Who are you, sir?
to squire.
Need something?
Tell me about yourself.
Not much to tell, really. I'm a Red Guard from Hammerfell. Joined the Alakir at an early age, but left it all behind to live a life on the road. I was in the service of the Fighters Guild in Cyrodiil for a time, before crossing the border into Skyrim in search of more lucrative work. The Silverblood family in Markarth are a frequent client of mine. Seems like they have a few bones to pick with the Forsworn of the Reach.
So I've discovered.
Another curious mind, is it? Come to Argus to find the answers to all life's riddles.
was just wondering why you're at the bar. Why would I seek the answers from you? I was just wondering why you were at the bar.
Why does any man seek the comforts of a bottle? Because he's a fool who believes in the lies it spins. So, what is it you want to know? The answer to life's most difficult questions. Or perhaps its most fundamental ones. They say I knew them all, but the truth is, no one does. No one knows what the next life holds. No one knows how to make love stay.
And just like that, he was gone. Gonna drop some prophetic wisdom in the bar and then vanish like a phantom into the daylight. Right. I think we've gathered enough rumours.
We are but mags, writhing in the filth of our own corruption. While you
I hope he's in a good mood. He better be. I've just saved his city from a dragon. Come on, let's speak to the Jarl. I believe these are the Jarl's children.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Don't be in too much of a hurry to grow up, kid. It's not all it's cracked out to be.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Like a wolf.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
I'm here to speak to the Jarl.
Enjoy your visit to Dragon's Reach.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
My Jarl.
What is it that you need?
I have a very important message from General Tullius.
No doubt requesting to garrison his men in my castle. How many times must I deny him? Well, out with it!
Ulfric plans to attack Whiterun. The General wants to lend Legion troops.
I see. Give the papers to my steward.
I was given strict instructions. For the Jarl's eyes only.
Don't be daft. Proventus is my eyes. Just give me the letter. I presume once I have it, I can do as I please with it? Good. These are interesting reports. Proventus, what do you make of all this? If Ulfric were to attack Whiterun?
As in all things, Lord, caution. I urge us to wait and see.
Pray wait.
I'm of a mind with Uriel. It's time to act.
You plan to march on Windhelm?
I'm not a fool, Proventus. I mean, it's time to challenge Ulfric to face me as a man, or to declare his intentions.
He'll do no such thing.
He was rather straightforward with Torrig.
Torrig? He simply walked up to the boy and murdered him.
That boy was High King of Skyrim.
I'm not the High King, but neither am I a boy. If Ulfric wants to challenge my rule in the old way, let him. Though I suspect he'll prefer to send his storm cloaks to do it for him.
True. He's already proven his personal strength. Now he seeks to prove his armies.
Then might I urge you to consider General Tullius's request? I mean, if you are bent on offending Jarl Ulfric.
Ulfric is the one who has offended. But Proventus has a point. Ulfric has made it clear. In his mind, to refuse his claim is to side with the Empire.
And what harm is there in letting a few legionnaires die in place of your own men?
It seems cowardly.
Was it cowardly, then, to accept the White Gold Concordat?
This again. That was different. Was I given a chance to object to the terms of the treaty? No. The Jarls weren't asked. We were told. and we had to like it.
The chests of gold didn't hurt.
Damn it! This isn't about gold!
It's time to decide.
Lord, wait. Let us see if Ulfric is serious.
Oh, he's serious. But so am I.
Finally.
You there. I have a message for you to deliver to our friend, the esteemed Jarl of Windhelm. Deliver this axe to Ulfric Stormcloak.
Balgruuf's war axe added. An axe. And you think Ulfric will let me just walk in there? No trouble. Should I say anything to him? Nah, let's just go with the obvious one. An axe.
How long have you been in Skyrim? Yes. Give the man my axe. If he returns it to you, it means we have business to settle. If he keeps it, then we are at peace.
Should I say anything else to him?
Men who understand one another need not waste words. There are but a few simple truths behind one warrior giving another his axe. Ulfric will know my meaning.
Understood.
Good. Good. You have... Proventus, bring me my pen. And the good parchment. Until next time.
Lord?
Yes, to General Tullius. I need to make a few things clear before I accept these legionnaires of his.
Okay, Inigo, let's check the particulars of that. Message to Whiterun. Deliver axe to Jarl Ulfric. As simple as that. That would be an excellent opportunity as well to return to Quintus Neville with the cure. Let's check out this axe. A typical steel axe. Let me just speak and see if we've got any further words of advice from Uriel.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad to have met you.
And you. Wish me luck.
You've brought so much hope to me.
Come on. Let's go. Inigo, let's get you to the Shrine of Kinnereth as well. It's probably the best healing shrine for miles. Or leagues, because we're going on medieval.
And there it is, friends. Yes?
Hang on. While we are here, I will ask the gods to cure me. I hope they are in a good mood.
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
Ah, that felt amazing.
Candlelight shower.
My throat is no longer in pain and I can breathe properly again. The divines are on my side. Ha! Take that, Periite. I win.
Dancia.
A fine day to you, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
Thank you for helping out my friend with his illness. So, you're priestess of Kinnereth. I have done as you asked, so can you help me with my dragonborn desire?
Grace of Kinnereth be with you.
And
so sick.
you.
Can hardly stand it.
What was all that candlelight thing? I think one with a shout or something, but yeah. Create a hovering light above you. So this will remove my ring of eminent lockpicking that does nothing to lock but does melee damage and ignores armor. So let's have a quick look. Oh. That is very interesting. Indigo, did you give me this?
It feels good to be feeling good again.
Good. That's good to hear that you're good again. Any other thoughts?
A lot of moaning goes on here. Not in a good way.
We're not having that conversation again.
All set?
Was there also a shout or something, or a power? Candlelight shout. Your thumb causes a candlelight to hover over you until you call upon your thumb again to turn it on and off. So, yeah, it is literally the candlelight spell, but as a 0 recharge shout.
Fever.
Let me take off the ring
My body burns.
and use the shout. On, off. On, off. Because it had the 0 recharge time, you don't have to wait around. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I do have a candlelight and mage light shortcutted, and you know, as Magicka recharges automatically in this game, and it didn't in the others, that's not really much, you know, not a huge loss to have to cast a spell. Well, it's nice to have. But did I actually get them from you?
You want to ask me something?
Did you give me these candlelight spells, and how would you teach me a shout?
I am glad I am well again. The sore throat and overabundance of mucus was very annoying.
I can imagine.
Okay then.
Right.
These poor people.
I don't suppose this would help, would it? It should take away the pain for the time being, if nothing else.
Thank you, my Thane. I'm right here,
Just checking if you've got any thoughts.
right behind you.
Marissa,
Do you need something?
just checking if you've got any chat about this place. No.
All right.
I'm glad to see you're wearing those gauntlets.
Adrienne from the War Maiden's Forge knows her steel. You could probably learn a thing or two about what a real weapon looks like.
Your memory's very short. Right.
The soldier, was it? What brings you to the
Oh,
market?
you just want to lamp him as I run past.
You don't need to worry about that.
Owning a farm does have its advantages.
Fresh baked loaves.
Do you get to the Cloud District very often? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. I don't think there's a need for that.
Let's have a quick check of the map and the mission, I'm thinking. Make sure there's nothing else around here that we need to do. Ah. Ah, I think that was Wormtooth. Just as we're here, let's just have a quick word with him.
Get lost before I knock you senseless.
I love the smell of
Come on
mead.
in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Where is that man? There he is.
I haven't killed anything with my boots yet.
Okay. Have fun.
You're back. I was beginning to think you may never return. So, how did it go? Did you slay the dragon?
No. It managed to get away.
What do you mean? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be out there pursuing it?
It headed to a place called Worm's Tooth.
Worm's Tooth? Then it seems that once again that dragon has slipped out of our grasp. I was hoping it wouldn't come to this.
What do you mean?
There's a reason I'm involved in this little dragon hunt of ours. I manage the Imperial mining settlement at Worm's Tooth. That dragon first showed up a fortnight ago. It began killing miners and burning trade caravans on the road, but never attacked us directly. I tried evacuating people back to the mainland in case it changed its mind.
Everyone's very interested in this conversation.
Lot. Foolish, if you ask me. So I hired a group of mercenaries to come to Worm's Tooth and put that dragon to the sword. Sadly, they were never heard of again.
So what happens next?
Things were quiet for a while. I assumed the dragon either went back to sleep or had left the island for good. Either way would be fine with me. But then I heard news that the very same dragon was spotted over Skyrim, putting a strain on trade routes, burning caravans and settlements. I came to Skyrim at the behest of the East Empire Company. They probably saw this as my responsibility to deal with. I thought I could correct past mistakes by ending things here, but that dragon has proved far more slippery than I had imagined. It seems we have no choice but to pursue it back to where things first started. Back to Worm's Tooth.
Sounds like the dragon wants us to follow it to the island.
I'll have a ship ready at the docks in Solitude. Meet me there and we'll set sail for Worm's Tooth. I shouldn't need to remind you that we won't know what to expect when we arrive. You should stock up on whatever supplies you need before we depart. And don't forget, that 10,000 gold bounty is still up for grabs should we actually manage to pull this off.
Well, it doesn't matter how desperate they are, Boney. I'm kind of pushed for time. I don't think I'll be making that journey. Aye. Indigo. Any final thoughts?
I'm remembering the first time I got drunk. I awoke the next day with a shaved tail and an earful of goat cheese. It was quite a night. Okay, let us get back to it.
Sounds like a good night.
What are you doing that for?
Let's get to the carriage. Head to Whiterun. I'm just trying to think if there's anything between here and Whiterun that we desperately need to do. Just so, because I hate backtracking. Let's have a quick check of the map. No, it seems very clear. Arissa?
Do you need something?
If you want to sit this one out...
We'll talk later.
I would understand. This is not exactly what you signed up for.
Without your help, my family would never have had a chance of seeing their home again.
Now at least there's a chance. So whatever comes next, count me in. I'll be right behind you.
Very well. To Whiterun. Make sure you've got everything you need.
Need a ride?
Yes.
Where do you want to go?
Whiterun. It must be here somewhere.
See ya. I can take you to... Where do you want to go?
Windhelm.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Weapon check. And I'm going to leave it there for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, please subscribe, please leave me a comment if you've only got time to do one of those things. And I hope you will join me for next episode, where we continue the Civil War and speak to the Jarl Ulfric. I have no idea what's happening there. Remember, this is a blind playthrough for me. I'm intrigued. I did not expect this axe mission at all. I thought we might be talking about garrisoning troops and making a defense of Whiterun. But no, this completely threw me. So, join me next episode. So, from myself, Arissa, Zora, Indigo, and Bonnie, take care of yourself. And goodbye for now. Bye bye.